Hello, my friends. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me with another project with my ceramic tiles. I'll put all the items I am using in the description box below. And I put my tile on the spinner and got out some white house paint, and it's been sitting around a little while, so I need to give it a good stir just to get it all mixed up and all those ingredients incorporated back again. Once I get it all mixed up, I am going to pour a good amount in the center. I'm going to use this as a pillow for those of you who are familiar with Sheely Bloom technique. A pillow is a surface that we put our colored paints, and I will be using Amsterdam pearl paints. And believe it or not, this is a green color, and that's the fun about the Amsterdam pearl paints. Not only do they dry pearly and beautiful, but when you paint with them, they all look the same. So here is a blue. I just poured a good amount right on top, and a violet color. And then next we'll have a red color. And I am just gently putting these one on top of another, layering them on top of each other. And then my cell activator, which is 1 part Amsterdam pouring medium to 1 part Amsterdam black paint. And these are all acrylic paints. Acrylic paint pouring. If you're new to paint pouring, go check out my website at paintpouracademy.com. I have lots of instruction, lots of goodies for beginners. Now that I have my cell activator on, I am giving it a blow. I'm blowing the center out to the edges. And the beauty about this is I am now creating cells and lacing. Once that black paint gets blown over the colored paints, you can start to see the beautiful reactions, and you can start to see the pearl paints shine just a little bit. Now, Amsterdam pearl paints, I will say, look better and react better with a black base or black pillow paint. But you can start to see just a little bit of the shimmer and shine. Once I let this set a minute so the paint stops moving and rests after I blew it, I'm just going to give it a spin. It's not a hard spin, just enough to get the paints gliding over the complete surface of that tile. Look how awesome this is. Now I did want to go the other way because that big black streaky side, I just wanted to see if I can stretch that just a little bit more to get a little less on the tile. Look how awesome. Looks all spider webby and laced and just beautiful. Now once these dry, hopefully those pearl paints will shine up a little bit more, but I have a feeling it's going to look just like this. Okay, let's do another one. And we're going to repeat the process. Going to get some of the white house paint, pour a nice puddle in the middle, not too much, not too little, just enough so the rest of the paints can float right on top of that. And to start this one, I'm going to do a blue pearl paint. And then we're going to do red. You can kind of see the colors a teeny tiny bit, but really, it's really hard to tell. Green. Now, how I remembered this order, I wrote it down as I went. And violet. And I also, on each of my paint cups, I wrote the color on the cup. So that way I would remember and not get all mixed up. Now for the cell activator. Just put a bit in the middle. And then gonna blow it out from the center and out to the outer edge of that pillow. This technique is so much fun, but I do recommend those with long hair, pull your hair back. It's gonna get all over your hair. Your hair will dip right into that paint. Now, as I go, I'm finding the solid black areas that haven't developed cells or lacing, and I'm kind of blowing those out a little bit to see if I get more reaction. And this looks great. Now, as I blow the paint away from the center, right now it's pulling back into the center. So it does take a minute or so, and I just let it do its thing. Here's a little close-up. Look how awesome this is. Wow, I love this. And once I feel that it's ready, then I'll just give it a spin and see if we can stretch it all out. Now, as you can see, this is not a wild, crazy, super fast spin. It does not take a lot to give these paints moving over the surface. If you don't have a spinner, you can pick it up and tilt it. That's no problem. I do love my spinner. I just love watching it spin, the patterns, and look at, oh my goodness. I love this. And you can see little bits of paint flying out, and that's fine. I don't want to get a lot of paint on my tile because I don't want it to have a hard time drying. But look how soft and delicate this is. And you can see those intricate black lines on the top. Oh, so awesome. And we're going to try it again. I have a whole big box of these tiles. And I'm going to start with white house paint. Then we're going to do the red pearl paint. And the violet color. And again, I'm just layering each color on top. I'm not dunking. I'm not being harsh with it. I'm being as delicate as I can. And the green pearl paint. Oh, I had a little black mixed in there. Oh well. Now the cell activator. Just right on top. Now these videos that I'm making are in real time. I did cut some of the gaps out a little bit where I was like letting things rest or cleaning up, but for the most part, this is real time. I didn't speed it up or slow down because I did want to have you see the process and about how much time it does take. It took me probably a total about an hour with these 4 pieces and mixing the paints. So that's not bad. Mixing the paints is 1 part paint, 2 parts of the Floetrol, American Floetrol. Look how pretty this is. So awesome. I love the black and white and how the gray comes out when the white and black mix. And now we're adding the pearl color. So there's going to be shadows and just iridescent glimpses of these colors in these when they dry. And the cells that are popping out, they're just lovely. The lacing, oh my goodness. And then the shadows with the gray and the white mix, making the gray look like just shadows. Look how pretty. And I'm following the same technique with each one of these pieces. And, I'm trying to blow the same way, blow the paint out from the center out, and they still end up unique and different. And I love it. It's predictable, but unpredictable. You can kind of see the pearl paint shadowing through there. It's really pretty. Okay, we're going to do one more. And I'm thinking after I seal these, I'll put some D-ring hooks on the back, probably with E6000, and get some wire to hang them so they can be wall decor, or they can sit as a desktop art piece, maybe on a pretty easel, maybe a silver easel or black easel. And you can get the easels at Michael's or Amazon.
Green,
They're not too expensive.
violet,
I do like the idea of hanging it on the wall, though.
blue.
So I don't know. Well, maybe we'll do both. See what happens. Okay, as I'm working on this one, got the paints layered on top. And now we're going to do the black cell activator. And then blow it out from the center out. And my hair's starting to fall out of my hair tie there. Getting paint on the ends, that's always fun. Look how pretty. And it takes a force of air, but not a lot of air. And once you practice this, you'll get it down. You start at the center and then you blow out. So it's kind of a motion with your head also. Believe it or not, it does take practice with this. Look how pretty this is. You can see the blue popping through, the violet. That stuff on the edge, that's going to get spun off, unfortunately. There we go. Just a spin. This looks like it's going to have some solid blocks of black, which is fine because it'll be different from the others. If you are enjoying painting with me, please help support my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. I do appreciate. Leave a comment. I love chatting. Let me know if you use Amsterdam paints. Oh, look how pretty this is. Usually I hate the blocks of black, but I like it in this piece. Now here are all four. You can see the iridescent colors, the pearl paints starting just to pop up. They're not going to end up with a lot of solid color with this because of the white background. Now I did do these on a black background, and unfortunately my recording didn't transfer, so I lost my recording. So we'll show those in a second. But look how pretty. Pretty. Black and white, simple. And then with extra sheen of color. And then once I get them sealed too, I have a feeling that the little pops of color might come through. Now here is one of the ones I did with a black background. Can you see the difference? Those colors are going to pop right out. These are the wet versions of them. Look how pretty. And I did alter what the order of the colors with each one. And just the same technique. Layer, blow it, spin it. Beautiful and stunning. So if you do try this, I do recommend a black base. And I did a black cell activator also. So let me know what you think about this project in the comment box below. Thank you so much for painting with me. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.